Did you know that Jesus in his perfect self also gave people side eye? Now you're probably saying, come on, how could Jesus be perfect and give people side eyes? I just want to talk about this morning because in sitting in my own meditation, I came across 2 times in the Bible where I have to say, was Jesus giving people the side eye through his questioning? The first time, Jesus was talking to Nicodemus. Now, if you don't know who Nicodemus was, you can go look it up. In John 3, Nicodemus, he was on the Jewish ruler council. And the Jewish ruler council, they made legislative laws. They were judges. And so Nicodemus is talking to Jesus, and Jesus is explaining to him how to be born again. And Nicodemus, he doesn't understand it. And at some point, Jesus says in John 3:10, Jesus says to him, "You are Israel's teacher," said Jesus, "and you do not understand these things." Okay. Now, we know Jesus was perfect. There's no question about that. But his words were tense sometimes. And those words suggest to me that he was giving Nicodemus the side eye. Like, you are supposed to be this bright, brilliant man, and yet you still don't understand how to be born again. All right. Case number 2. Yes, there's another incident in the Bible where this happens. And I'm curious if there's other incidences. So let me know right back. You tell me if you think that there's other incidents. All right. Time number 2. Jesus was 12 years old, and his parents are traveling. And so it's been 3 days. They haven't seen their son. They're looking for him. Mary and Joseph are looking for their son. So now they have to stop their trip. And they're like, oh my gosh, where's Jesus? Where did he go? So they finally get to him. And where do they find Jesus? In Luke 2. Verse 49. They find him in the temple, and I'm sure they're all worried. Think about it. If you're a mom, you can't find your child for 3 days. And what does Jesus say? He says, "Why were you searching for me?" He asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" Oh my goodness. If I ever said to my mom, "Why were you searching for me?" I'm sorry, guys. I'm Black. Spankings. I grew up like that. That's just me. But here you have Jesus giving his parents the side eye. "Why were you looking for me?" So I say this because Jesus was a perfect man. Yes, he was. But his words oftentimes were tense. And it's important that when someone says something tense to us, that we don't necessarily get all like beside ourselves. Try to listen to their words. Yes, people are going to side eye us. Let's face it, we're going to side eye people. But I say this to say, listen, don't get all bent out of shape. Sometimes those words, they mean something and they are trying to grab our attention. So I want to encourage you today to go look at those verses. Is someone you think giving you too sharp words? Are they on your nerves? They don't understand you. I just want to encourage you to really think about what they're saying to you, because maybe they're trying to get a message across to you, just like Jesus was trying to get a message across to Nicodemus about how to be born again. And then he's trying to get a message across to his parents. Listen, I am in this. I am about my Father's business. And so think about it. If you are offended by the way someone is talking to you, and you know that this person loves you, they have your best interest, in their heart, I just want to remind you today that maybe you should take a listen to their words. And I'm not saying this all the time that, all those words are going to be right. But I just want to remind you that sometimes people give us the side eye, or they give us these tense words because they love us. And in this case, Jesus loved Nicodemus. Jesus loved his parents, but he had to give them a little bit of a side eye. So let me know, is there other cases in the Bible where Jesus is giving people that side eye?